Now, does it bother you when people look at your black sneakers and they say, oh, Lewis makes those? Does that bother you?
No, I'll tell you what.
And also, does it bother you that you spent
way
too much for canvas sneakers?
Yeah, maybe. I'll tell you what bothers me even
that
more.
Were made in the Converse.
No, I hear
in
that.
the Converse.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Louis Vuitton.
Factory.
Yep. Crazy.
Louis Vuitton.
Yep, Louis Vuitton French. Hey, so
cool.
Your
French
braces
sneakers.
drive me nuts because your list's getting worse. And then you post a video on Instagram of you on some ride and you have white shit in the back of your mouth.
I don't know what that was in my mouth.
Which is whatever.
It was a maggot.
And then your rash is back.
It's back.
Hey, everyone, it's back.
No, the psoriasis kid is living strong and living hard.
Why do you think it's...
Because I decided...
Did you take what the doctors gave you?
First of all, I ran out of my medicine, my Taclinex, which is this awesome cream that does a great job. It's like vitamin D oil and some other thing. And then I decided I was like, you know what? I'm cured. So I'm going to go ahead and eat a shitload of quinoa, red lentils, corn, processed corn, like chips and stuff, and red corn-fed beef.
Well, don't say you ate corn when you eat tortilla chips, though,
But that is corn.
I know, but you didn't eat, like, fresh corn.
No. Fresh corn would be fine.
Correct.
When you eat ground corn...
But it's ground, and then there's like wheat and stuff.
Yeah, and all that shit. And I ate...
corn.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, I forgot. Ate a shitload of pita bread as well. Now, when you do that, what happens is your skin goes, hey, fuckface, no way, kadoosh.
That did it, huh?
Yeah, that did it. I could feel it in the movie theater. 2 days of that. So I got to go back to vegetables, some lean meats, good fats.
It's a lifestyle for you now.
It's a lifestyle, brother.
It's like having diabetes.
I can have 2 glasses of red wine a day, apparently, and I'm an alcoholic, so that should be fun. Have a little sake sometimes.
Man, it's just back. Let me see the legs.
Well, the legs. Now you're gonna be impressed with that area. That's better, right?
It's better.
Yeah, it's a lot better. It was just that
you look like
it's better now. Actually, it's actually a lot better.
Yeah. No, there's still dots all over your legs, but yeah, from what it came from.
Well, see, now that's new.
Sure, you look like a giraffe.
That's new.
Oh, okay.
Now the psoriasis kid soaks in Epsom salt baths. I drink way too much green juice. I'm trying everything. It's actually an interesting time. When you have a weird disease, you want to try new shit. I'll tell you this.
It is not working, but
I read about 10 years ago, I read a book called Good Calories, Bad Calories, and then Why We Get Fat, What to Do About It. And basically, Gary Taubes, very smart guy, and but basically said you should live on, saturated fat is good for you, like a lot of meat and a lot of fat, a lot of animal fat, kind of. And I'm paraphrasing, but and I decided to do that. I don't do well. I personally...
You're talking about a keto diet.
I don't do well with that shit.
Talking about a keto diet.
Yeah, I don't do well with it. A lot of animal... It makes me sluggish. Now, when I live on vegetables and very lean meats and good fats like flaxseed oil or fucking olive oil, I feel unbelievable.
So do it.
Basically a Mediterranean diet.
So do it.
Yeah, I am. Calamari, white fish, and mostly vegetables. That's what I'm doing.
Why wouldn't you?
I am. That's why I have crazy energy. That's why I want to fight. I want to fight.
Hey, what do you think...
I feel clear and empty.
What do you think's going to happen first? Your teeth get straight or your rash goes away? Because you have Invisalign on.
So we're attacking it. We're attacking the mouth and the skin.
Would you say you're going through a midlife crisis?
Well, we want.
Is there a yellow Corvette outside?
No, I'm not. I feel as though I just need 14 weeks of the old Bracey braces. That's why I'm keeping them in no matter what this time. Because last time, I never wore them.
I want to rip them out. I have this weird urge to rip out the bottom.
No, they're annoying. But understand, any adult with braces, any adult with a tray in, it's annoying. But here's the thing you got to understand.
I saw one thing.
You got to bear with me for 13 more weeks.
I saw one thing where I forget what it might have been on Family Guy. Someone gets braces, and I think it was Family Guy, just goes, I'm just going to say what everyone's thinking. When are you getting those off? When are you getting those off? Because whenever you see an adult with braces.
It bothers me.
When are you getting those off?
Yeah, when I see that, it bothers me. Hunter Motz used to have the tray in. And I was like,
he
wore Invisalign all the time. And I was like, they're nerdy.
No, it
somebody
said
to me, your teeth look like, did I say this? It's so funny on Instagram. The guy goes, your teeth look like the graph of Michael Keaton's career. A graph of his career up and down. It's so fucking funny. That's genius.
It's hilarious.
But I'm the psoriasis kid right now. Just know this.
Back, huh?
Know this. I will solve this problem. My skin it'll not just be clear. It'll be pristine. And I'm not done. And my teeth are going to be beautiful and straight.
Yeah, I don't think everyone's like, God, I hope he figures it out.
They can't wait.
man, hopefully he overcomes the odds and figures his rash out at 51.
By the fucking way, here I am, like kind of like a little down yesterday on my rash because I can't eat certain things, and it's just kind of weighing on me. And then I see a woman, a young, beautiful girl with no leg. She's got a fake leg at the carnival.
Yeesh.
Yeah, all the way up to her hip. So shut the fuck up. I'm fine.
You'll be all right, man.
Got some
inspirational story, though, is what you're doing.
Thanks, buddy.
I love how you're trying to. I just hope I get through it, and I tell you, with good food, good diet.
Guys.
I love this. We're gonna get through this.
Wait, let me ask you this. Though. Here's what bothers me about this. Let me ask you this. Like, don't you like people are always like, you're too stressed, dude. Like, this is my sister. Ready? I love her. My sister will be like, my mother and my sister. I think you're very stressed. And I think you need to figure out a way.
I'm sure that has something to do with it.
But I'm not that stressed.
I'm sure stress
like, I'm
does.
not. Like, are you really that stressed? Like, I have a lot of work.
Stressed.
I have a lot of work, but I love what I do. I'm just not that stressed. Like, stressed?
I think there's a good stress. Then there's like bad. Like, there's financial stress. There's like, how the fuck am I pay rent?
That's a motherfucker.
That's stress.
Yeah, that's stress.
With my stress, where I have basically 3 shows tomorrow, I'm like, all right, man, that's stress.
Right. That is stress, but it's also like.
It's stress.
You want to do it right.
It's stress with no rest is the big issue.
Yeah. But is it stress or is it just take a lot of energy and focus and concentration?
No stress. A lot of moving pieces.
Yeah, I don't feel a lot of stress. I feel very. I love what I'm doing. I wouldn't change it. Yeah. And I think if you wouldn't change what you're doing, then stress is like what you said. When you don't have enough money, or when you have something's really wrong with you, or
that's not fair. Like, everyone has stress.
It's all relative.
Yeah, so someone might have a deadline. Like, you might have to. You have a big movie part coming up. You audition for it. It's stressful to get things right.
Well, I went through that for years.
So everyone has their own stress.
Yeah, I would get very stressed.
I'm sure it adds to your problem for sure.
Yeah,
because you're trying to shoot a special in July, right? Hopefully, it gets picked up. That's stressful.
Yeah.
You can say, I don't care. Who cares?
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I know, but it's stressful if that motherfucker doesn't get picked up, or if you bomb.
Yeah.
Which you're not. I'm just saying there's a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah, waiting to hear about my TV show this week.
You know what I'm saying?
This week.
Like, that's stressful.
I'm sure it's going to be fine.
You get this. Your rash won't inflare at all if you don't get it.
No. Bryan.
Brian's just red now.
What the?
Just one red.
Is that Shaun White when he was younger?
Just one big red dot.
Is that the flying tomato?
Just one red dot. Dude, I had this guy. I was in Bakersfield. You ever been to Bakersfield?
I sure have.
Beautiful.
Have
you performed at the place?
One of the prettier places on the planet.
The Tembler Brewing Company?
I didn't. But you did send me a very funny video of you in the green room? Essentially the back room where they have all the pipes for the brewery.
I thought I was going to make some beer. I was nervous about it because how it is, the acoustics. I thought they wouldn't be able to hear me. Turned out being great. But
it's a stage, or what is it?
They have a stage. It's like a big ass brewery, and then they build a stage. Like Diaz has been there, Tony Hinchcliffe, Pauly Shore. Because I might bring a lot more comics there.
Yeah, I might do it.
It's cool.
Closer to my special.
Yeah, it's cool. Switch for Tembler Brewing Co. Especially for like a one night.
Yeah, one night's good. You had a good time.
Yeah, great crowd. Great crowd. I forget why I was bringing that up, but it was beautiful out there. Oh, because during some guy goes, "Hey man, what do you think of bees?" He's hammered and a little strange looking. He goes, "What do you think of bees?"
Wait, hold on. So they're all drinking and stuff, and you got to perform there? That looks tough.
It's actually, I know. I was super worried. It's a great room. So they clear out all that, and there's a stage.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I know. It does look weird, right? Yeah. So they clear it all out. There's a stage. And then everyone's sitting in front of you.
Oh, okay.
And then everyone, they're sitting.
Hey guys, what's up, man? I wish I could drink beer, but I have psoriasis. I'm going to start. That's how I'm going to open up.
I asked him. I told him, I go, well, if you're serving beer nonstop, are people getting up and sitting down? And he goes, it depends on the crowd. He goes, your people, they're here to see you, so they're so excited. They're not going to get up and talk, and you're going to be fine. He goes, it's when we had just comics who are comics come, and people are like, oh, I'll go see a comic show. He goes, then they're getting up, getting drinks.
Yeah, it's tough.
And they're talking.
Tough.
Yeah, because when I got there, I text you, oh, fuck, man. It's like a straight-up brewery. It could be a nightmare.
Yeah, it could be a nightmare.
It was awesome, though. That's why I was so nervous about it. It was freaking awesome, though.
Good.
Bakersfield.
Tembler.
This road dog, 4 hours down, 2.5 hours back.
Well, when I see you in the back room like that, I start to go, yeah, you're getting to be a road dog.
Get some stripes.
Yeah, you got it. You get some stripes there. When you're in a back room, there's some shit.
On Netflix, speaking of, we weren't talking about fat people. Speaking of diets, There's a thing on there called postmortem.
Postmortem?
Postmortem, but
Which means
it's
you're
post.
dead?
Yeah, postmortem. Autopsy or something. If you just type in postmortem, Chin, you'll find it. So they basically have this cadaver, this obese woman who died in Long Beach, and they fly her all the way to London to operate and film this special. And they show cutting through her stomach, through the rib cage, up through her sternum, just to show you like the insides of an obese person.
Yeah.
And it is so disturbing. She has about this much fat. And it's just weird. It's just like how the fat you think. Just this adipose tissue that's yellow. And she goes, I have to be careful because it's grease. It's just fat. So the knife, when it gets the fat, like goes crazy. Like it's cut through butter. Yeah.
Damn.
It's nuts.
And very easy to cut through, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, they sliced her right open.
Right open.
And I thought I was going to feel sick, but I felt pretty good.
Oh, I don't want to put it up, though.
Obesity post-mortem.
Let me see.
And this girl is thicker than a Snickers. And then the doctor performing the surgery.
Oh, boy.
Hey, bud, newsflash. You obese, too, talking all this shit about the dead lady on the table. He's like, you got to be worried about heart disease. And it starts in your stomach. And people have found in the stomach, that's when they get the most problems. If you're on your ass and legs, you're fine. But in the stomach, that motherfucker has it all around his stomach.
Yep.
And he has a fucking turkey neck.
I had a doctor in New York I had to go get checked before I did this show, right? So so whenever you do a TV show, they give you a checkup for insurance purposes. And you go, and it's just a doctor, and he listens to your fucking heart, and there's no
standard checkup.
There's no blood test.
A few fingers in the rump or whatever.
Things. No, but I asked for that. He was so overweight. He was so fucking overweight, and he was talking to me about how's your cholesterol and I was like, how's your cholesterol? That's what I said to him. I go, I said, how is your cholesterol? Because I may look like this is going to sound obnoxious, but I bet I know a little bit more about nutrition than you do, don't I? And he goes, and I started to explain to him that he's eating. I said, what are you eating? And then he said something, and I go, no, you're not. Tell me the truth. We had like a really strong conversation. Fat.
Yeah.
He was, I mean, when people have their neck and their jowls, that area is fat too.
That's how this doctor was. And he was critiquing this lady. I thought, well, you're next, homeboy. Probably should have picked a more in shape doctor.
He didn't know the first thing about like sugar and simple carbs.
Just because they're doctors, I mean, they specialize in nutrition.
Yeah. It's amazing to me.
That's like going to a car dealership and asking about fucking planes.
Well, also with psoriasis, you'll never get a dermatologist, and I've been to 5 of them, who will tell you anything about diet. They will not tell you anything. They'll just give you creams and shrug.
Yeah, let's use those creams or whatever they're giving you, Brian.
No, the cream works. I will say that.
Yes. Let's take
the Taclonex, it's about a lot big. Now, if you don't have insurance, because the pharmacy in Denver said, do you have insurance? I said, no, I'll pay for it. She goes, I don't think you want to do that.
How much?
And I said, no, I'll pay for it. It's a little bottle because you got it in LA. She goes, I don't think so. This is a dermatological product, and these can be very expensive. And I said, yeah, hey, I'm about to be on TV. Go ahead. What is it? What are we talking about, $7, $8? Shut up. I need this now, so I'll spend the $7, $8. What? What'd you say?
$400.
Oh, well, no, hold on. It's a bottle this big. Do you see what I'm doing? It's the size of it fits in the palm of my hand.
But it's a specialty.
It's $1,100.
$1,100.
It's $1,100.
So did you give her insurance?
Yeah, and then it costs $20. But a lot of insurance won't pay for that. That's the problem with a lot of subscription medicine, which I didn't know because now I'm in it.
It depends on the disease. If you have good insurance, a lot
certain
of it covers.
arthritis medication can cost $4,600.
Jesus Christ!
And if you don't have insurance, you ain't getting it. And then the insurance company goes, "We don't pay for that." And then you can't get your prescription.
Yikes!
Yeah, it's a really
sure you
interesting
have
thing.
Insurance, everybody.
How much does it take? How much does it cost? Would you say to get a new drug to market on average, and how long? How long does it take? Because I can tell you. Oh, and by the way, there hasn't been really a competitive pharmaceutical company. Like it's so.
Well,
expensive.
Wasn't the kid who just went to prison about the Wu-Tang tape? Didn't he take the AIDS medicine and drive the price like crazy?
It was $500 a pill or something.
He fucked them.
So there hasn't really been a competitive new entry into the pharmaceutical company. A significant new entry into the pharmaceutical industry since 1954.
Good old boys club.
Because it costs $110 million and takes 10 years to get one drug on market.
Yeesh.
Then you got to figure out how to market it and get doctors to prescribe it.
Yeah, and then you got to hustle it. Then you got to give them incentives to sell it. And there's a little catch on the table.
There's a lot
then
of
you send
problems.
in someone who sells those prescription skills with a fat ass and tits.
That's what they do.
And then you suck that dick, and I place an order.
Come on, Brendan. And doctors are usually like, what are you selling me here? It's a tough job. The bottom line is it's an interesting thing.
It's like selling popsicles to kids, really. They have money. They want to buy the drugs. They're buying it from the hottest people.
Well, that's the idea, right? You get a lot of college cheerleaders and stuff.
Really
Although I had a guy email me. He's like, dude, I used to be a Green Beret. I sell pharmaceuticals. It's not like that at all. He went through a whole list. It's like we're all talking.
I dated one. I got a buddy who does it. Yeah. It's just like that. So, oh, no. Let me do you one better.
Changed a lot.
And I have a buddy who's a doctor right now, and I just saw him in Denver. It's just like that still. Well, who do you want to buy products from? The really hot girl who's slanging whatever dick pill?
Yeah.
You want to buy it from Billy, the Green Beret badass, whose hair is fucking probably beat you up. Let me think.
Yeah,
it's not like that, man. It's a lot of work.
You definitely get attractive people. What I'm saying is
in
doctors,
sales?
Doctors
it's
now
customer
are careful.
service.
Yeah, doctors now, though, are, what are you selling me? What's this? What is this product?
Nah, suck this dick. I'll place an order.
Maybe.
I'm sure it's some.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Look at Martin. 7 years, buddy. We'll see you
He
later.
has 7 years, huh?
Yeah, he's a dick. That wasn't why he went away.
People hated that guy.
It was he ran a lot of scams.
No, he went. I didn't get away for
fraud.
a Ponzi scheme.
Fraud, yeah.
A Ponzi scheme
fraud.
he went away for.
Overstating a company's value and all that. Getting people to buy.
That'll get you, man. You saw that scary movie they won't shut up about.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Who the fuck tweets about a movie? I did because of the effort. John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, who are married. Yeah, they're married in real life. This guy wrote, directed, and produced this movie. I'm just telling you. I'll go see it again.
I know you tried to get me to go. I was like,
yeah.
You gotta relax.
No, I won't relax because it's one of the best movies I've seen in 5 years. And I'm not kidding.
People love it.
It blew my fucking mind.
It got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's an unbelievable movie. Scary as fuck. Touching. It's amazing. This guy, John Krasinski, is one talented motherfucker.
He went from The Office, right, where he's like the lovable, fun guy, into that badass Navy SEAL type of dude in whatever it was, 13 Hours or whatever.
Yeah, he's a man. Like you can see it. Like he looks kind of dorky until he puts muscle on. He's one of those guys who kind of he's got an athletic frame, like a basketball player.
Basketball player. He's kind of like Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt, for the longest, like the good buddy comedy thing. Yep. And all of a sudden, he's this badass in Jurassic Park.
Well, because those kind of guys, when they start lifting weights and eating well, they kind of blow up. They look good. They look like big corn-fed American kids, 6'2", John Krasinski.
And he wrote this movie?
Yeah. Look at this. Put some muscle on. But he's just great. He's fucking great. I mean, it's
he's
great.
Been in some good movies, man. But obviously, The Office was his.
He's just a
breakout.
guy. I feel like he's a guy who. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. He's one of those guys that I saw so many years.
If you saw him, you take your braces out and pay your respect.
He was just one of those guys back in the day where you would see. I didn't know him, but there would be guys like that where you'd go, "Yeah, you're gonna make it. You're just never gonna stop working." Just quiet in the room, do his shit, go in, do his thing.
Because he was on a hit fucking Office for 10 years?
Yeah, but that wasn't an accident, is all I'm saying. Like now I see this movie and I go, oh, okay.
He was good in that Benghazi movie. He was really good.
I can't wait.
For guys like that, it's tough to get out of that box of like the friendly, funny guy, like the harmless boyfriend next door.
Yep.
They get pigeonholed into this weird kind of...
Well, I want you to see this movie because I think it's going to blow your mind. And
I love scary movies.
It.
I love scary movies. I'm dying to see it, man.
Yeah.
That's a great movie. 13 Hours.
I didn't see it.
It's a great movie. He's a badass in that movie.
Yep.
That was the first movie I was like, damn, he's legit.
He is.
I also love The Office, though.
There he is.
Have you seen any of those, Chin?
No.
I'm giving you a warning now, B. Chin's a little loopy. I think he was in San Francisco.
A lot is asked.
Raging and killing.
Oh, you were in San Francisco.
No drugs, though. Just alcohol.
Okay.
No, were your friends doing drugs?
No.
Do your friends do drugs?
I'm sure they've done stuff. Like,
not around you,
like
though.
Molly. But nothing crazy.
Yeah.
What was your liquor of choice?
Beer, mostly, and then wine.
No sake?
No sake. Oh, shit. We did have sake.
Yeah, I bet you did, Playboy.
Because we thought we were at a Korean place, but it was
Don't be weird
Japanese.
about it. Don't go, yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. No, just beer. Did you have sake? Oh, we did. And vodka. And then Molly. Oh, and then we rampaged the streets and then killed people and hid the bodies.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weak, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of weak.
What, you were just there, San Fran?
Yeah.
Did you stay in a hotel?
No, stay with Joanne.
You
guys know.
Ooh, a lady.
Later.
But not a girlfriend.
Not a girlfriend.
Was your hand on a naked breast this weekend? It's okay.
No.
Oh, I should have said yes because it could have been a strip club.
Was your hand
Oh, no.
on an unsheathed cock this weekend besides your own?
No, not that either.
Hey, look at
Was
me.
your
You
hand?
can
Was your
trust me.
hand?
Fuck these people.
Yeah,
You can
no
trust
one's
me.
listening.
You're home here.
Yeah, you're home.
You're at home.
Circle of trust.
Circle of trust.
Gay trust. Hey,
Gay trust.
so the gay tree.
Did you? And this is okay. Did you?
Hit him, B.
And it's okay. Who gives a shit?
I don't care.
Did you find a stranger, a young, smooth stranger? Did he peel his peach? Did you get deep and true? And did you give him a reach around?
What's a reach around?
Ooh. If you got to ask, can't
What's a
afford
reach
it.
around? It's
Tell him what's a reach around?
It's when
Please
you're
educate
it's
him,
when
Brian.
you're pushing to the bristle, and you reach around and you grab onto his dong or his nutsack, and you start a tugging. Okay, or
you're pumping fucking nectar of a cow out, which is also
or
milk.
as you're going in, you're playing the old trombone. You understand? You're tromboning that fucker,
and you're trying to play that tune into his asshole.
He's going, whoa, crazy sensation. Oh, you hit my prostate, and here comes the baby batter. Okay, I'm just asking. Was there any of that?
None of
and
that
was the
either.
man Asian? And is that your type?
Did your hand grace an ass cheek?
No.
Okay,
Man. So would you just hang out up there?
Just hung out.
cool. So the answer is yes. He did do a reach around, and somebody slept on his chest, and his name was Marvin.
Marvin.
God bless
Basically,
you,
Chin
Chin.
did
I love
nothing,
you.
yeah. Chin basically did
Chin's
nothing.
Chin's a very private man. I don't mind that at all.
I don't
appreciate
like
that.
it, but yeah, I respect
but you
it.
got to respect it.
I respect
Got to
it.
respect it. Now we're gonna get somebody to watch, and we're gonna pay a private eye, and we're gonna get all the secrets. No, I'd never do that.
No, we should have.
Can we talk a little bit about the fights?
Yeah, let's talk
I know
about it.
you probably went through it, but
No, let's hear it, brother. What do you think of the fights? First of all, what do you think of the Conor situation? Him throwing the dolly through the window, all that stuff.
my buddy Brad Cohen, who's a criminal defense lawyer, he's awesome and knows a lot. He just said it's that felony's the big problem if you're an immigrant, but he'll get it squashed, and
Yeah.
he'll just do a shitload of community service.
That's fine there.
Yeah.
But what do you think about all that? Dean?
I am surprised at his behavior. I think it's, and I don't think he was even calculated. I don't know if he's trying to show his boys that he's still the old Conor. I don't know if he's, I don't know if this is a form of self-sabotage. I don't know if it's really calculated. But either way, it's kind of shitty.
Let me ask you this. If you don't think it's calculated, he's on every single USA Today, CNN, BET, MTV, Good Morning America, Today's Show. It literally publicity that you can't pay for.
Right.
Right. Like,
Was he
there's
trying to
nothing
get at Khabib? Is that what the
Yes.
deal was? Right.
I think that was calculated because now, like, is anyone really talking about Khabib? Are you talking about Tony Ferguson? The only focal point is Conor now. So I think it was that, in that essence, it was calculated. But I think if before he was going to throw that dolly, if someone went up to him and went, whoa, before you throw that, it's going to go through that window and it's going to go in fighter's eyes. And they're not going to fight. He'd go, oh, fuck, I'm not going to do that. I won't do that.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to hurt
I think he meant to
somebody.
be the scene and cause a big ruckus and hype up the fight. But I don't think he meant to
That makes sense.
escalate it to that.
I think that makes sense too. Like running and
If
throwing
you're
something.
you're crazy if you don't think what he did was calculated, taking a private plane from Dublin to New York with a plane full of his friends
To create-
drama.
sure.
That's all calculated. And now,
Yeah, I don't think-
And then I go, man, all he's doing is setting the table for the biggest fight of all time. Everyone's this is ridiculous. You should be ashamed of saying that. Okay, well, what's the first thing on Friday morning that Dana White tweeted?
Khabib Conor is on, right? Yeah.
No. He tweeted. No, I wish he tweeted that the video of Conor throwing it through the thing. And so did the UFC. They retweeted it.
How interesting.
It's all press.
Yeah, it's all press. And I do think that if Conor feels bad about anything, it's definitely that he took Chiesa out of the fight.
And
What happened there?
Glass in the eye.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't mean that. He's not a mean guy.
No, not a bad guy.
Yeah. And so, yeah. All right. So that would make sense. Either way, we're going to see Khabib Conor, you think? Or are we going to see Khabib?
I think we'll see it.
We're going to see Khabib GSP.
No, GSP's not taking the fight. Khabib didn't perform well enough to get GSP out of bed.
Right.
And GSP even said, he's like, not happening. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
He's not a big enough name yet. And like beating the 11th ranked guy to become world champion, GSP has so much to lose with his legacy. He's like, get by Conor, get by Tony, then maybe we can talk. But he just didn't do enough to get GSP out of bed.
Right. Well, I have to say, I'll say it out loud. I think if Tony Ferguson fights Khabib, I'm putting my money on Tony Ferguson, as great as Khabib is.
Fair.
Because I thought Khabib's striking was, it's not in the area code of his grappling. What Khabib's so good at is getting you to the ground, holding you there and punching you in the face. And I don't think there's anybody better. You're not getting him off. His takedowns are great, although Iaquinta, actually shucked some of them. That's a big deal. So, if you can keep Khabib on his feet, or you can weather that storm and keep standing up, which is a tall order because nobody can stand up with him. But if anybody can, it's Tony Ferguson, and I got Tony Ferguson either by I don't know about KO, but by decision, 100%. And again, Conor McGregor is a smaller frame than Khabib, but Conor McGregor hits really fucking hard and really accurately. And if Khabib decides to stand and bang with Conor, like the only thing Khabib can do with Conor is to take him down and do what he did to Iaquinta. And if that's the case, I don't think Conor gets him off him. But he's just too strong. But that's what he has to do. He has to make it a boring fight with Conor until he beats him into
most
the ground.
Most of Khabib's fight, people forget that most of his fights aren't like breathtakingly exciting.
They're boring.
He takes you down.
That's right.
And like his ground pound's good. I don't think it's the best. He doesn't go for a ton of submissions unless you give up your back or something like that.
Well,
so
Iaquinta weathered that storm, didn't he? I mean, that was kind of...
That was a man preparing for a 3-round fight.
Yeah. And again, I think Khabib he's just not in the area code, striking wise, of Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is an outstanding striker. There's a reason. Yeah. There's the reason he did what he did to everybody, including Max Holloway, including Jose Aldo, and our boy Eddie Alvarez. I mean, so he is a much better striker than people. Well, not even much better, but everybody knows that. Look what he did with Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz is a great boxer, really good boxer. So anyway, I think that Khabib is going to have his hands full, and if Khabib tries to stand with Conor, it's going to be...
I think it's exciting time, though, man.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
Well, now, let me ask you, though. Is your money on Conor if he fights Khabib?
Yes.
And you wouldn't have said that before this Iaquinta fight, right?
No.
Me neither.
I thought Conor versus Khabib would be a big favorite. Conor versus Tony, Conor being a slight favorite. Now I think Khabib's a slight underdog in both those fights.
That's saying a lot.
Because I think Conor's movement gives Khabib worlds of problems.
Yep.
I think he will get him down, but when Al Iaquinta, who's a monster, stood back up, and then as the rounds went on, Khabib couldn't take him down, and he's shooting from way outside. I'm like, well, Conor's not even going to be in that same fucking area code for you to take down. And it sets you up, expose yourself to the knees, the uppercuts, elbows. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
The real solution, the real answer is I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Khabib's phenomenal. He's good. What he's specialized in is great.
Yeah.
What Conor specializes in, he's great.
Yeah.
What Tony is probably the more well-rounded
Putting it
of
all
all
together.
three of them.
I agree.
But he's not as good as a striker as Conor. He's not as good as a grappler as Khabib.
Yep.
But overall, he's better. Mm-hmm. So then you put all that together, you have a fun fucking three-man tournament.
Yes.
But no one can say they're the lightweight champion of the world right now.
Nobody.
No. Khabib can't say that. He beat the 11th ranked guy in the world on a day notice. That doesn't count.
Very true.
Conor, he beat the one guy, Eddie Alvarez, who actually had a legit belt because he took it from Dos Anjos. Yep. He beat him, but then he disappeared.
Yep.
And then Tony Ferguson beat Kevin Lee for an interim title, but Kevin Lee, that didn't even really make sense, so he can't say it.
That's right.
No, the three of them can't say it. They have to fight each other.
100%. 100%. How long is that injury with Tony Ferguson? A year?
He has to have surgery, so...
Taken off the bone.
LCL, yeah, I'm not sure. But the only fight... I've always been on the camp of Conor has to fight, if he wants to fight Floyd and make money, do that. But now, nope. The only fight you can take is Khabib now. You have to fight Khabib after all these antics.
In Russia?
Wherever, in Russia or Dublin.
I can take anywhere. Just give me address.
That's what he wants. Yeah.
What do you want to fight? Yeah,
you have to do it now. There's no other fight in the world anyone wants to see. And you've built the fight up. Now you have to make it happen.
Yeah.
To capitalize on that negative press or positive, you have to do it.
And as a guy in training camp, you would be working with really good wrestlers and learning how to stuff that takedown?
I do my thing. I do what makes me the best guy on the planet.
Yeah, but which means you have to figure out a way to get not get taken down by a guy like
you're going to
Khabib?
get taken down.
You
You wall walk, you crawl up, you're going to get taken down.
So you practice?
You bring in a guy, you can't bring in a freestyle guy. You're going to have to bring in a Sambo guy, a Greco guy, a Judo guy, and you get familiar with positions, but you're going to get taken down, but you work on getting back up.
Okay.
You just ride the storm, and then eventually you knock him out. That'd be the game plan.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, too, though. He's taken so much time off to Conor.
I know. It's a big problem.
Big problem.
Khabib took a lot of time off, too, though. People forget that.
Yeah, he did. He really did. And champions...
Tony's taking a lot of time off, too.
He has, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Injury and...
Yeah. And then the fallout fight, over a year. So everyone, they're all the same.
Yeah. No, you're right.
They're all the same.
Very, very fucking intriguing.
No one can say, I'm the undisputed champ. No, you're not.
Yep.
Oh, did you fight Tony? Nope. Did you fight Khabib? Nope. Did you fight Conor? Nope. All right, then. No, one of you are. We don't know, though.
The fight to watch now, the Max Holloway fight. I want to see Max Holloway fight. What's his name? Khamzat? Zabit?
Oh, no, not yet, brother. No, Zabit has a way to go.
Yeah.
For sure.
But he did fight that guy with a broken hand.
Yeah, but I mean, Zabit.
By the way, people should know that.
Zabit's not even ranked in the top 15 right now.
He's got some time.
Yeah, some time. Yeah, Max Holloway won't even, sniff. The fight for Zabit is Yair Rodriguez.
Ooh.
Yair's been out for a year. I was with Yair's agent. He was watching the fight at my house, and I'm like, you got to have Yair tweet this out, man. Like, get the fight. And he's like, well, he's not even ranked. He wants a top 10 guy. Like, Zabit's not ranked in the top 10.
And Zabit's a nightmare.
Well, I said, get him now. My logic was fight him now, hoping he can beat him before he gets too much experience under his belt. Then everyone's fine.
How old is Zabit?
He looks 67.
Yeah.
You can't tell that.
27.
I think he's Russian.
27. Been doing Sambo and fucking Greco since he was, and striking. But you've heard from people that he's the best.
Yeah, Mark Henry told me he's the best fighter he's ever seen. He's Frankie Edgar's coach, Barboza, Eddie Alvarez. He's the best talent he's ever seen.
God damn.
Start the hype train.
And then
perfect opponent for him too. That Kyle kid,
Rose Namajunas. The minute I saw her moving again, the minute I saw how smooth she was, and I felt like Joanna was a little bit less smooth than she has been in the past because I think there was a lot of pressure on her. I said Rose is. I was like Rose is better.
See, I'm not going to take that away from Joanna. I thought Joanna looked great. I thought she looked the same, but I thought Joanna's a matter of. She hasn't adapted. She didn't close up the holes. The reason why she lost the first fight. Mm-hmm. She put it all on the weight cut. You have a huge hole with that left hand of Rose's. Rose's left hand is the best in the world at 115. You're not recognizing that. You're not working on that. You're blaming on everything but your own skill set.
Right.
And so you didn't improve.
Right.
And so that left hand took over. Joanna looked phenomenal. Was in shape.
Yep.
She's throwing feints, but she never got Rose's respect. So the feints, Rose just sat there like.
She's not really hitting Rose's face. She was coming like Rose is just on the edge of the pocket, getting a little bit, but for the most part, her face was pristine.
Rose won the exchange.
Oh yeah, amazing. She was doing that like she jab and step out to the right, and I mean just all.
Rose's.
She's just better. She said it. She goes, I'm just better.
I know.
And that's fair.
It's true. They
fair.
fight 10 times. She beats her 10 times.
I agree.
For Rose Namajunas, her thing is, and it's a camp problem because Justin Gaethje has the exact same problem. They don't check leg kicks.
They don't
so it's a
check
camp
leg
problem.
Kicks. They don't check leg kicks. And I didn't hear her corner say anything about leg kicks.
Well, remember, Trevor Whitman, who's my coach for 8 years, he's a boxing coach.
He's a boxer.
So you're going to need to get a Muay Thai coach or someone in there. Probably start looking at that.
That's so important because that can't.
Well, for Rose, you can say, I guess.
It is, though, because I'm telling you right now, trust me on this, and I'm sure you would agree with this. The next person that fights Rose is gonna go, I want you to kick her in that fucking, I want you to kick her, not even in the leg, I want you to kick her calf. I want you to throw. You
have to be so high level to get that done.
1-2 kick.
You have to be so high level.
You can practice it.
No.
Because that is
especially if it's not in your background.
Still
if Jessica Andrade, she's not really, a Muay Thai striker, it's going to be hard to say, now you kick.
But it's a hole, and I'm telling you, everybody
she
right
has
now
to
is
address
practicing
it. She has to address it for sure.
Yeah.
But you'd have to be at such a high level to get it done. And because obviously she still beat Joanna, even though Joanna tagged up that front leg, she still won.
Oh yeah.
But it's obviously it's a camp issue. It's not just road because Justin Gaethje just eats him as well.
I just think the way but Justin Gaethje's not the problem with Justin Gaethje is tough as shit, stands in the pocket, But the amount of punishment he takes, all I'm looking at when I see that is brain damage.
You know, he fights this weekend.
Yeah, he's a really exciting fighter, tough as it gets. But I see a young man who I worry about, where I go, it's awesome that you're really tough. And then pretty soon your body's going to give way, your head's going to give way. And it's just not good. I don't like that kind of style of fighting. And Rose doesn't fight that way. She's so fucking smooth. And I was watching her head
you have a
movement.
good problem if just your leg hurts after a fight.
Oh, my God.
That'd be a good deal.
No shit. And she just, the way she moves, she's so smooth, man. She's just like water. Just like water. And I remember you talking a long time ago, like probably 5 years ago. You were like, she is such an athlete. She's such a special athlete.
Freak.
Yeah, just her ability to not only download information, pick shit up right away too.
And now she believes she's a champ. People are screwed.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that.
People are super screwed.
And by the way, unbelievable on the ground. I mean, every bit as good on the ground as
people forget how good she is on the ground.
That was her main thing.
That's still her main thing.
Yeah.
As phenomenal as a striker as she is.
Yeah. Yep. So.
I gotta piss hard, man.
Me too. Let's go.
Now, some of you are watching this looking at the Game of Thrones clock that's sitting here. Can they see that on film, Chin?
Give him a shout
How
out.
sick is that thing?
Different colors.
It's from Russell Built.
Russell Bill. I think that Rogan has one too in his, right?
Yeah,
That's the first time I've seen one. The gentleman reached out to us and built that thing.
I mean, that's an old medieval clock.
How badass is that clock?
Amazing. When I was babysitting one time, and there was a clock like that.
But wooden?
It was a huge wooden clock.
Yeah, my grandma had
And I was
one.
watching
They're haunted.
a fucking movie. And the weirdest thing, first of all, I shouldn't have been babysitting, but they knew me, they knew my family, and the kids were already in bed. They just needed somebody to be down there in case the house caught on fire.
Just don't let them die.
I didn't even meet the kids. I'm down there in this huge house in Connecticut. I was a young man in Connecticut. And it's one of those houses that was built probably at the turn of the century, like creaky.
Definitely a slave owner, yeah.
When you step, and eerie. And the weird thing was that the father, I'll never forget, just a tall, kind of severe-looking man, said, if you would restrict yourself to the kitchen and to the study, we would appreciate it. And I went, oof, okay, I'm not going to go through your shit.
Yeah.
So, there's this fucking grinning clown. A giant grinning clown next to the clock. That's and it's life size. It's a little bigger than a human being, and it was grinning, and it was very scary. It looked like an old carnival clown.
Yikes!
And it was it was like with legs, and it was just like it looked real. And I remember looking at it, going, whoever bought that probably spent $10,000 on it because it's the detail. An artist sketched it. It looks so fucking real. So I am freaking out over this clown. It had glass eyes. I'm watching the TV and I go, I don't want this thing to be looking at me. No. So I took the cover from the couch and I put it over the clown's head. And I was like, this is
almost scarier.
Well, I know. That was even scarier because now I got just the thing's legs and it's covered. So I'm like, this is freaky, man. So I go, but I'm not going to be a pussy. I'm going to watch TV. So I go to the kitchen and one of the kids comes down and says, I have a headache. So I go, okay. I give him some water. And I walk him back upstairs, put him in bed. And I call the dad, and I call the mom. I call the dad. And I said, they were actually, by the way, this is before cell phones. So they were at a club. So I called the club. The father gets on. And I said, I just so you know, Peter has a headache. I gave him some water. I just want to let you know that. And, by the way, I put a freaking blanket over the clown.
Over the clown, yeah.
And he said, what clown?
You're making this story.
And I went, the grinning clown.
You're trying to make this story good. It's so bad.
And he goes, we don't have a clown. Take the kids. Get them out of here.
Get out of here.
They've been seeing a clown in their dreams every night.
Get out of here.
I ran into the study. There was just a sheet on the ground. The clown was not there anymore. I grabbed the children.
Hey, at what point did you bail on the story? At what point? Because I was like, man, this is getting weird. Where's he going with this? Unless something was really haunted.
The clown?
I knew you were going to go there.
And luckily I wheel kicked it.
I knew it.
I killed it.
I knew you were going to go
I took
there.
the kids and I got them out of there. True story.
Hey, what was that? Some documentary you're watching with your favorite porno star?
Oh. Rocco Siffredi.
What
Rocco Siffredi, who...
Bring this shit up,
well, he's
Jim.
my favorite porn star.
I don't have a favorite.
He's
Especially
my favorite.
not a man.
He's my favorite porn
Well, I
star
have some
and should be
favorites.
yours. He's been in the
Not
business
as a man.
forever. When he was a young man, he was known for his heavy piece. He was known for how he fucked, and he's probably the biggest porn icon of all time. He's the
Whoa.
yeah, no,
Bigger than our boy
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy.
Don't ever mention
or
Ron
Christy
Jeremy.
Mack.
Don't ever mention Ron Jeremy or Christy Mack. Don't ever mention them in the same. Don't ever mention them in
Ron
the same.
Jeremy?
Don't ever mention him.
Ron Jeremy is a short Jewish man who made his
Don't ever
name
mention.
for
Don't ever
fucking.
put the hedgehog of porn. The hedgehog of porn.
Greasy.
Because he was the hedgehog of porn. Don't
He
ever
was.
put him in the same sentence as
No,
Rocco.
he looked like a fat
Siffredi.
possum with a fat
Rocco
dick.
Siffredi is nothing more than a sexual artist and an animal, and married to that woman, Hungarian, and has made more money than God. That doesn't matter. He is a sexual animal. He's now retired at 55.
And what's he do?
Well, he's got two beautiful children, two beautiful young boys who are probably actually now in their teens. They're 19.
They're probably
it's very
fucking.
strange. Their father has been a
fuck machine.
He's been king fuck.
He's the head fuck.
He's king fuck.
I call it head fuck.
I call him king fuck.
Okay.
Okay. He's king fuck.
Master fuck.
Yeah. I mean, he's just the baddest motherfucker
That's your
of all
dad.
time.
That'd
the
be
best
weird.
looking women of all time.
That'd be weird.
Yeah. Fucks only the best looking women of all time. 5 and 6 at a time. 5 and 6 at a time.
5 and 6?
5 and 6 at a time. Nobody has orgies like his. Nobody sets up orgies with like him. It's crazy. His brother.
Can we get a clip of his?
His
thing?
brother
I want
shoots
him
everything.
cock.
His
No,
brother
can we
shoots
get a clip of his doc, not his porno chick? I don't want you to get a virus.
And
he's a good-looking
in
dude.
Italian, he tells the story, so I'll do it in an Italian
It's
accent.
called Rocco.
He said, when my mother died, my mother was everything for me, And when she died,
Was it 2016?
when she died, I was hugging her friend, and her friend was my mother's age. Keep in mind, and as I was hugging her, and I was overcome with grief, I had an overwhelming sense of sexual desire, and so 1,500 films, 1,500. Hold on, just wait before you play it.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I had an overwhelming sense of lust. I jumped to my feet. I pulled out my fully erect cock. I put it in her mouth. I came in 3 seconds, and I ran out in shame. That was his story.
Did her friend was just down to do it? The mom.
I'm sure she was. She was there to help him out. This is a conservative Italian woman. Rocco. Put on the old
18 plus official trailer.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, click on that shit, Chin. Give some volume, man. Let me get my dick out.
Oh, dude, it's beautiful.
Well, I need you to relax, man.
Che sono una persona che ha pagato
Oh, thanks for the subtitles in
Italian.
French as well. Pretty.
va a essere
Chin said, "Uh-oh."
pagato con la propria.
Damn, what's he saying, Callan?
Rocco vive due vite. Quella di
Can we look for an
Two
English
lives.
one?
quella di
Get the other one
titolo.
so we can hear it.
Oh, that was him pumping.
Oh,
Here it
yeah,
is,
there you go.
English
English subs.
subs.
There you go. Let's go.
Yes,
This is-
yes.
Io credo che
I think of myself.
sono una persona
As
che
someone
ha
who has paid to
pagato
be
per essere quello che voleva
the person they
essere.
wanted to be.
1,500 pornos.
I paid with my very existence.
Esistenza.
Rocco vive due vite. Quella di padre
That
e
of a family man.
quella di proprietario
That of
di un
reigning
titolo,
figure,
di
an
un
icon.
mito. Rocco Siffredi.
30-year career.
Why you heard that it's difficult to work for me? What they say? Rocco will kill you?
Yeah,
And why you come?
because you are very good star.
And why you come?
So much more than a dick. But really, is he known for his size or because he's just 10 steps ahead of everyone else?
The 24th, you're doing the shoot with Rocco. Okay. The 25th, we bury you.
Passion kiss.
I can show you.
Show me.
Io sono felicissima
I'm
essere
very happy to be Rocco Siffredi's wife.
Siffredi.
That's his wife.
Vivo
It
serena.
doesn't work.
I was born in 95.
My son born
96.
Oh, wow.
And that's what fucked me up. Però voi non me l'avete mai chiesto perché ho scelto di fare film. Voi mi avete visto?
And that's the thing as well, people don't realise. This is a career. It's not a joke.
That's his brother.
You know, it's been a long time now. I've been thinking about probably now is the right time to give up.
God damn, I'm in on this.
Rocco Siffredi, he's gonna cast for his last movie that he's starring in, and if you're lucky, you'll be in it.
I feel like I'm getting naked in front of like my dad or something.
Tu te l'immagini se ogni attore di Hollywood arriva a 50 anni e dice non faccio più i film?
Non riesco a godere di una vita bella, spensierata, quando tutto ciò faccio di tutto per rovinarmela. La mia sessualità
My sexuality is my devil.
E quando perdi
And when you lose control,
diventa un caos.
it leads to chaos.
Rocco dicking him down.
Dude, it's
You watched it?
Oh, yeah.
Was it good?
yeah, it's some heavy shit, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, but
He's pretty fucked up.
Porn doesn't do
He's
it
a
for me. I've
narcissist?
told you that before. Like I just am over it. But if I'm going to watch porn, I go Rocco Siffredi. I mean, I've known about Rocco Siffredi for 25
you're a 51-year-old gay man.
Since I was 25. Like,
No, that's fine. You're a gay man.
No.
I know, but just hear me out here.
Yeah.
If you go on YouPorn and you Google a man's name in the search column there, you gay.
Because he has the best looking
Because
women.
I don't do that.
But he has the best looking women.
Nah,
Hey,
well, I can
bring up
find
young
good-looking
Rocco
women on
Siffredi.
there.
Bring up young Rocco Siffredi. One of the first porns I'd ever seen.
This is what you crank it to,
I'm like,
huh?
this dude can he can F-U-C-K. You know.
Is the porno good or is it kind of weak?
Look at him when he was younger. Look at him. Awesome. From the middle, from a small Italian. Look at him. From a small Italian fucking town in the middle of Italy. He broke off and said, I have to fuck.
Hey, bro. No,
but there's nothing gay about him.
No, I know there's nothing gay
He
about him.
bangs the hottest girls of all time.
I know, but you don't. So here's the thing, though. Like, that rash that just won't go away.
I can't do porn when you got psoriasis.
No, I know. And psoriasis is bad. I'm sure it's itchy and stuff like that.
No.
You have AIDS from being gay?
Listen, man. Just relax with all your questions, all right? I don't need you prying into my private life. The point is I want to wear that. That's something you would wear right there. That fucking... That's
Versace.
Robe. That Versace robe.
You're a little too into him, dude.
Well, he's Rocco, man. Come on.
I've never heard him before he said his name.
He's the ultimate stud. I mean, if you're gonna be a porn star, you do it like that. You do that.
Or don't.
Well,
because he doesn't look happy in that doc.
It's a weird thing, isn't it? Like
he doesn't look happy at all.
Well, I don't think you can be. I think you have to be an extreme person in many ways to do. There's got to be a deep self-destructive streak. There's got to be something inside you that has decided to do that on film for that long.
And how about his wife, where she's like, I don't care.
Well,
maybe that's some foreign shit.
She said, she goes, when I'm without him, I'm bored. Wow. You know, who knows, dude? It's complicated.
Yeah, super complicated. Weird,
but the thing about porn is you don't want to be a hypocrite because it's fucked up and the people would have to be a little bit fucked up. But then again, you watch it. Everybody watched it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a $500 billion industry.
Yeah, but I watch hockey and I don't play hockey.
Yeah.
People watch fighting not because they want to do it.
Yeah, but when you meet a hockey player or you meet a fighter, you don't have the same reaction as you do. So as you do a porn star, there's a different thing where you're like, maybe a porn star, they've got to be fucked up, right?
Broken.
That's what
I don't know.
That's typically what you would think,
Yeah,
and there's a part of them that would be. But then again, I think those people have always been part of society and actually always played their part.
But also, like with him, what was I watching that really? Oh, that Gary. I finished finding that part 2 of the Gary Shandling documentary on HBO, and he had this girlfriend, and Gary Shandling would always do something, they'd stop it. Like the Larry Sanders Show, he stopped. They want to do more, he'd stop.
Yeah.
Tonight Show, he stopped doing it. He always just would. He had this kind of.
Watch this.
He would do it and they'd stop. He'd do it, stop.
Why?
He's always on his own. They were trying to figure it out. And then he was with his girlfriend who they were a perfect match. They're soulmates. She goes, hey, I want kids. I don't want to just do this life. He stopped it. Like he just had this thing stop. And then he writes in those journals and he put, I forget who he's talking to. And the guy goes, the biggest mistake I ever made was not being loyal to one woman. Mm-hmm. Like I constantly played the game and now I'm older and I completely fucked up, man. Yeah. Like I never gave myself to one woman. Like I never found that. And then Gary Shandling found that and they stopped it.
You know who said that to David Blaine? Jack Nicholson.
Oh, really?
The ultimate playboy. And Jack Nicholson said to David Blaine, he said, it said something to that effect. You know, I don't want to to.
But he said that, like this, all the women, all that stuff.
He had the best looking. He did it all. Even Warren Beatty, who was friends with Jack Nicholson, they took down. They're the ultimate cocksman, and Warren Beatty stopped and stayed with Annette Bening. They said, "Fuck it, I'm done."
Yeah, there's something.
I do think as you get older, to choose one person. And when you don't do that, when you continue to sort of like try to,
it's sad to see.
It's very, very.
That's what I'm saying with that porno guy. It's kind of,
Well, he's got 2 kids and a wife.
That's true.
I think
that
he's realizing
he's living.
Yeah, I think
you pay a price because you saw his kid. He's like, "Have you ever seen my film?" The kid's like, "Fuck, man."
The problem is that he's so much of his identity over 30 years has been that. Now he's going to try to not do that. Good luck.
That's what they.
That's where the devil
sports,
comes in.
anything.
Yeah.
We're trying to do that. But with Gary Shandling too,
it's a good point, by the way.
Yeah,
it's a good analogy to say that because when the
identify with
music
forever.
stops, whether it's sports, whether it is, you're right. And now he's 55. Now what? You're not going to be able to produce and direct because you're still
everyone.
Well,
college is a little different. When you get out of college, it's like the music stops in college. You're in the real world. There's this weird like lag period where you're trying to find yourself. With athletes too, it's like when the crowd stops, the lights stop. You got to figure out how you're going to parlay this to something else.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Now he's 50.
55. He's 55.
And it's not like you can go into entertainment in Hollywood. I mean, you could stick in the porn business, you could direct something like that, maybe, but it's not like he's going to come to Hollywood and be in fucking Mission Impossible 7.
Yeah. If anybody could do it, he could do something. But I mean, I again, it's not even the issue. I think what makes him feel alive.
That's who he defines himself.
Yes, what literally makes him feel. It's a deep, deep seated. It's beyond an addiction, and he talks about it. It's a darkness that he needs to live in.
Do you believe those guys when they say they're sex addicts?
Yeah, I mean, I think that addict is a very general term, and I think there are different kinds. But I do think that. I think it goes even deeper than that in a weird way. Like I feel like when it becomes your identity and it becomes everything, the biggest question is, what do I do now? It's like a form of a
Well,
death.
you know those guys who they're chasing a girl, get her, all right, and then they're over it. Next one. It's more the chase.
Yes.
They're addicted to the chase.
Yes. Yeah. And that you have to get over, because you'll
Some guys
usually,
don't.
I've also noticed that sometimes people that I've seen this, that people who have that chase, they do that with a lot of things in their life. And they don't go deep. So once they figure it out a little bit, once they figure out a little bit of it, then they move on.
That's Gary Shandling.
Yeah.
In a weird way, you can say, hold up, because he did, I think, 4 seasons or 6 seasons of Larry Sanders Show, and then, the entire staff, Gary Tambakis.
Yeah.
That's your acting coach, right?
No.
What's his name?
Jeffrey Tambor.
Jeffrey Tambor, yeah. He begged him to do another season, and Gary's just like, I can't. I physically can't.
Well, what was weird with Gary, because I had performed with him a couple times for charities, and I watched his stand-up. And as great as he was, because he hadn't been doing a lot of stand-up, he wasn't what got him to the dance.
At the time, you're saying? When you saw him? Oh, no.
And if you look at Gary Shandling's career later on, if you looked at him, like really latter 20 years of his life,
when he did like those movies and stuff?
He didn't do a lot.
No, he didn't.
And that was always really puzzling to me.
People would go, what's Gary doing? Why didn't he do this? And they're like, he just doesn't want to. Like,
when I met him and I had spent, I don't know, maybe a half hour talking to him. And one of the things that and I know so many really talented people that got their start from him and that had nothing. He did so much for so many people. So here's this kind of legend. And the 2 things I noticed was that, in fact, he was talking about boxing. But I noticed how the 2 things I noticed. One is his face had been worked on. And I said, ooh.
The one time I saw him, he had a bunch of face surgery.
Yep. And his body looked so tight. His body looked so, he was in shape, but it was like a guy who was not an athlete. He was clearly not an athlete in any way. It didn't look like he was in
remember he had
body.
his pancreas taken out.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He had cancers. So
I didn't know that.
Out. So
I didn't know that.
He was on a lot of medication too, which made his face appear swollen and stuff, and his body tight.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a huge part of it then.
Then he died of a heart attack.
Scratch that then. I didn't know he had his pancreas taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the whole thing was sad when I met him.
Yeah, I saw him just one time at Kevin Nealon's 60th birthday party.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt bad for him. It's such a nice guy. But
he was a guy who was always unhappy.
Yeah, I know several famous people who are also comedians who have the same thing. Kevin Nealon's not one of them, by the way. But I know several famous people have been doing it forever on a high level, and they're just desperately insecure and sad.
Yeah.
And it's probably what drives them. It's probably
Yeah.
kind of what gets them going. So I don't know.
You have some current events, Chin?
I got a couple. You ready?
Yeah, man.
Ed Sheeran. I'm sure you guys know that he's been accused of copying songs before.
He has?
A few of them, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. One was that like it
You're
sounded
Beautiful?
like TLC, the Scrub song. He did a song that sounded just like that one, so he got sued for that. I think they won that one too, I'm sure. But this one is over a Tim McGraw Faith Hill song, and I wanted you to actually hear the difference between these two songs.
Okay.
Me and Bryan would be the
exactly.
deciding factor.
Yeah, we'll make.
Because we have a music for it's air for music.
So this is the one he wrote for Tim McGraw and Faith Hill.
Okay. Hit it.
Almost.
I'm super bored, but all right. Keep going.
Almost. So I'll just play that much.
Well, we got to
Okay.
hear the
And
chorus. Let's hear the chorus, though. Right?
Okay.
Keep going with the chorus. Okay. All right.
Here's the original. That song is called "The Rest of Our Lives."
Okay.
Rest of Our Life. And then this one's Jasmine Ray, "When I Found You."
And it's the original?
Original.
So far, it's the same song.
Exactly.
Almost identical, sir. We got a chin on her.
Today I held flowers and I dressed in white 'cause I knew the light you showed me, you see me.
I don't know.
The chorus isn't the same.
It's
Just the
same
beginning
song, though.
keys
No,
are.
but I have to say, no, it's the same. It's the same chords and the same scale, right?
It's the same song.
It's the same song.
It's basically the same song.
And it's
I
the
went
same-
through everything.
Oh, really? Even the chords is the same?
Everything in it. It's
And
almost
also-
an identical copy.
Why would he do that?
And this is the one he's fighting back on too.
Everyone would find out, right?
I would imagine everyone finds it, but then you guys didn't say it was exact copy.
No.
either, right?
That sounds to me like very, very similar, and
Remember
also
when-
even the same theme.
Remember when Vanilla Ice got in trouble for because he took the
Exact copy.
sampling, though.
ding,
He was sampling.
No,
He
didn't
took credit
say that.
for it.
He took credit for it. He said he came up with that.
What?
And he got sued like a
What?
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because that's one of my favorite songs of all time. Not Vanilla Ice's,
Great
but Under
song.
Pressure.
Great song.
Ding,
One
ding,
of the
ding,
greatest.
ding, ding.
Yeah, that's
Ding, ding, ding,
if he
Pressure.
he was taking.
Getting down
no, he
on me.
took.
No, he
sampled
He said
that.
he came up with it.
Oh, God.
And got sued like
Jesus
a motherfucker.
Christ.
That's
why
what Sheeran
why is
said
Ed
now.
Sheeran stealing people's shit?
That's his thing. Like Thinking Out Loud, the super huge hit.
Yeah.
That one was an exact copy of Let's Get It On.
There are people that do this, man. There
Marvin
are people
Gaye.
that fucking steal.
He's so talented, but he can't do his own thing for some reason.
Ed Sheeran
You know
stole
what's funny
Marvin
about Ed
Gaye's. Let's
Sheeran?
get it on.
You know what's
No.
funny about
Two
Ed
songs.
Sheeran? People don't like. I noticed that people
They don't like him.
They don't like him.
And I thought it was just because he was kind of hideous looking, but I don't think he's that bad.
No, he's not. And
he was on Game of Thrones, and they
think
got
it's people,
roasted.
People are like, you know what? Fuck this guy, and that's interesting.
Because
That
he's
might
stealing?
Be, I think people pick up on shit.
There's something in
the air.
I can't put it like if his music goes on my radio, I will automatically turn. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I like
'Cause
everybody.
You know why? Because you might not believe it. Because you might hear something derivative in it. You might be going, I don't know, man.
My
You know
ear
what I'm
goes
saying about that?
fake.
Yeah, human beings have very, very, very delicate antenna.
Which
for
was
that,
the
for
original
bullshit.
song you got screwed for?
This one, Shape of You. Let's just play a little bit of this. Hopefully.
Who is
Wait,
this?
whose version is this?
This is like a mix.
Come on, man.
Hold on.
Oh,
Sorry.
shit. I was going to get
Here we
this
go, here we
TLC?
go. TLC's original one. So you know this song.
But this is Ed Sheeran's Shape of You.
Yeah.
Oh, he's...
They're breaking it down big time here, but he takes these like really
he's
familiar
full of
hits.
catchy
And you
riffs.
don't know why you like it, but you like it.
Dude, he's stealing. That's stealing.
It is stealing.
Is that one
That's
not a
stealing.
stretch though?
This one's probably the more.
This one's a stretch.
Yeah.
Oh, listen to it. Listen. Da-na-na-na-na.
This is Scrubs.
He's a master on that.
Not really.
Oh, you're a hater, bro.
I am. Fuck this guy. And that's not a hard thing to play. I can play that. When I took piano, I did. It's really easy, actually.
You cannot play this.
I swear to God.
So fans noticed it.
Same fucking song.
Wait, who's this? Why
It's just some random people mixing up both the songs to show how it is a steal.
Really?
Like they're stealing.
Yeah,
it.
man. I'm telling you right now.
That one's a bit of a stretch.
Not for me at all.
Give me the main one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chin, you're a music guy. What do you think? Is he a hack?
I think 100%. I like him too. I
think he
thought
steals.
he's super talented, but the songs are definitely stolen.
Remember when Taylor Swift broke his heart?
All right, so just hear the beginning of this real quick, and then you'll know the song already.
Oh yeah, this song pisses me off. This song pisses me off.
Hold on. I can't.
This song
I think
bothers
it's such
me.
a great song.
No, it bothers. I don't know why. When I hear this song,
remember the taste of my life.
God, it's so weird. I like everyone. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe you sense it. So right here,
I thought it was 17.
Me too.
And I was like, that's not that long, bro.
Me too.
Is
Me
he
too.
8 singing
That's
this?
a great song. Now, this is the great one. Nah.
What? No, that.
no, it's a boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
That I kind of am
Here,
okay
keep
with.
playing it.
Like,
Does anyone?
this is
It's tough because
this
Marvin
was
Gaye's
the,
voice
This
is
was
so.
the baddest motherfucker of all time.
When your legs don't
Oh, I see what you're saying. You really got to have music for air to kind of figure it out, though, don't you?
That less so for me, but I'm not,
Really?
I'm not a musician. The other
Really?
two- the
I
other
see.
two are
When
blatant.
Chin just described that, I'm like, oh my god, it sounds the same.
Honey,
Does someone compare it here?
Yeah.
Please let me see that.
So they're using both songs right now.
They're playing the Marvin Gaye backtrack
In the backtrack,
with
yeah.
his voice.
Yes.
it's the same drum beat.
No.
Oh.
I see. It's the same kind of.
It's a dun 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 dun, but it's identical, and that's the entire song too. The whole
That's the what is that
melody.
called? The scale or the chords?
Melody. The chord
He's taking the same melody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
So what happens with him?
I think this one they didn't win the lawsuit, but they won another lawsuit. I think they sued him twice.
Fuck. And now he's being sued by TLC and fucking.
Yeah. Now Tim McGraw's suing.
But
him.
why does he keep doing it? He keeps getting. Hey, all right. If you're gonna cheat, whatever. Like if you're gonna take steroids and fight, all right. But if you keep getting caught, stop doing it. You're obviously bad at it.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna write music, and you
I
keep
think a
getting
lot
caught-
of people don't have original. I know people, lots of people,
But
who
there's
don't
writers
have
out
original.
there. There's so you know how many
It
good
doesn't
writers are
matter,
for Ed
man.
Sheeran.
He doesn't have original thoughts, and so what he does is he samples. I know comics that do that. There's a lot of people that do that shit.
Fuck,
They don't stay original. They're sneaky about.
But like a lot of
They
Beyonce
add
songs, she
to
doesn't
it.
write. Rihanna doesn't write. Her
Yeah,
songs.
but that
Bieber
we all
doesn't write
we
her
all know
songs.
that because they have a team that writes it, and they're just the front man. But when you're saying you wrote it,
And he said there was denied any similarities of the sound of the songs.
it's the same song.
He never heard the other song before, and this was created independently, originally on him.
What happens if he's not lying? What if he had no idea? And just
So
wrote that song?
so I know a little
There's
bit.
so much music out there.
No, but here's the thing.
So no way.
Here's the
Not
problem.
this one.
Here's
I'm
the-
gonna believe Chin on
No,
this.
here's the problem.
You don't know music.
Here's
Brian.
no. I know stand up, and I see this all the time. What happens is this: people will see a lot of stand up, and I see it, and then they go like this. They go, "That's a concept I could use, but I'm just going to change it." Okay, and they'll borrow the concept, and then they start changing it.
You know,
Of course,
unfortunately, I had someone do this to me.
I'm sure, and then they'll change it. And I see this all the time. And I know people that do it. And I've confronted people about it. And I've talked to people about it. And I've said to them, I go, what you're doing is you're hearing something, you like the concept, and then you're making it your own. That's still to an extent cheating. Not if you hear something.
Let me
that's
ask you this,
cool.
B.
Yeah.
So I have a premises on I don't smoke weed. First time I smoked weed, and I did it in front of this comic who was there, and then I saw his show of like weeks later, and he had the same.
Well,
premise.
the first time you've ever smoked weed is a very common premise. I hate to tell you. I mean, so we know that. So that's a little trickier, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
if you hear something, you go, oh yeah, I have a story about that, but it's the same premise.
Sometimes it can remind you, like Kevin Hart did a whole thing on his dad, and I started thinking about my dad after that, and I wrote stuff about my dad, but it has nothing to do. Right? That's more inspiration.
So what do you mean?
Go, I got to write about my dad.
Yeah.
So, but what I mean is that somebody gets a concept. Well, I don't want to get too detailed, but let's just
Come
say
on.
No, but let's say okay. An example would be. I don't know what people say. If you see somebody who says certain people have sex and make sex noises according to their culture or according to what they ate the day before. Now you're going to have like spicy chicks or like, and somebody does a variation on that theme. That's
just changes the stuff up.
Yes. That's the kind of stuff you see all the time. That's not such a great example, but that's the kind of stuff you see all the time. Mm-hmm. And I can see it. And by the way, I know right away because I can hear with young comics, and that's part of the process. I can hear their rhythm and I go, okay, I see who your influences are. It's okay.
Yeah,
And
if they watch a lot of Chappelle, if they watch a lot, you can tell.
And that's fine. And by the way, everybody starts that way. That's fine. The idea though is to move on. But you know when you're stealing. You know when you're stealing. Everybody knows.
Deep
and
down,
Ed Sheeran knows,
Yeah.
I believe, what he's doing here. He can play ignorant, and it's very easy to, but I think he knows. And when you see it 3 times in a row like that,
It's a pattern.
this is a pattern.
Yeah.
People have patterns.
Dang.
It's like when they find out you've been molesting children, it's never just one child. All of a sudden, 50 kids come out of the woodwork. You know what I'm saying? These people leave patterns. Patterns of behavior. All right.
What
moving
else
on.
you got, Chin? Wow, that's crazy, man. So you hate him, Chin?
I don't hate him, but
you wouldn't
before-
play your music around him.
Before I thought he was just super talented. Now it just takes away a little bit.
Kind of taints.
Actually, takes away a lot.
Kind of
to be
taints
honest.
what he's been doing, right?
I think so. And I believe truly it's why you don't like him.
I don't know what
it
it
or
is.
not.
I like everyone.
You just don't believe him.
As soon as the song comes out, change. I'm like,
We have a very
weird.
human beings are so sensitive to bullshit, whether we know it or not. It's what writers will tell you and directors will tell you every time, the great ones. They'll go, you can't pull that one over. There's a saying that when an audience sits in a movie theater, their IQ jumps 20 points because they've seen human beings. We've all seen so much story that if you're bullshitting or you're copying it, we go,
Yeah.
we don't even know why we don't like it. We just go,
Fern Gully Avatar. What's
then
up?
you see A Quiet Place and you go, fuck, I haven't seen something like that in forever or ever. And you run to it, and it gets 100 points on Rotten.
What else you got, Tim?
Do you guys remember the Blurred Line song that got sued? Pharrell and Robin Thicke. Yeah, Robin Thicke.
How did that
It was the
song
most
go?
popular
How did it
song in
go?
the world. I'll just play it real quick. It's super catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this song.
I'll say this. I don't
This
think
one-
Robin Thicke's very original. All right, keep going.
Well, that's it. So this one was sued, and they actually won the lawsuit. This is Marvin Gaye's family that sued them too. But to me,
Robin Thicke.
I felt like this was more of a inspired. Like they were more inspired.
what-
by the
for
other
which song though?
It was some other Marvin Gaye song.
God, Marvin Gaye be suing
Well,
everybody.
Marvin Gaye is a giant. He's a giant. So I forgive anybody for being influenced by that motherfucker.
Well, not if you steal his exact shit.
See, I don't. To me, this is. I see it like an inspired song. This
It's
doesn't
just
sound like
beat. It's a beat.
Yeah.
And you're going to find beats that are going to be similar.
You know what? I'd sue him too.
You want to talk about one of the most original artists of all time? I mean, Marvin Gaye is.
He's amazing.
I mean,
his father shot him, right?
yes, which is insane.
What
Which
the
is insane.
fuck?
But Marvin Gaye, I mean, We lost such an artist. Like it's beyond
Selena, boyfriend,
It's
shot
mind
her.
blowing, isn't it? Mind blowing, Chin, to be how good he was.
Manager or something.
Manager, that's right.
Isn't it crazy how good Marvin Gaye was? Like,
Yeah.
isn't it mind blowing to you as a musician?
Yeah, you realize what a legend he is. For reals.
How about Prince?
Prince, I never got into
Marvin
Prince,
Gaye
though.
more. Even you could even say Marvin Gaye more.
More than Prince?
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Yeah.
Prince was a fucking monster.
I mean, my favorite.
Savant.
One of my favorite.
Savant.
One of my favorite.
Oh, why? Because at 8, he taught himself how to play the violin.
No, one of my
piano, and
favorites,
everything?
no question. But and I love Prince, but I got Marvin Gaye as my Michael Jordan.
I like Marvin Gaye's music.
To his,
I don't like
LeBron
Prince's
James.
music. I can't get down Prince's
Yeah.
music. None of
Yeah.
it. I never liked anything he did. I respect him as an artist, but I'd never jam out to like if his song comes on, I change it fast.
But that's saying a lot. I would argue that the human ear, like anyone, you could play Marvin Gaye at a Klan rally,
yeah,
at a
everyone's-
Klan rally, and then I'll be like,
some Klans
man,
like,
fucking,
you know
I
what?
hate black people, but damn, I like this.
Just
shit.
for the next 3 minutes.
Nah, he had to have
let's
some white
fucking-
in him. Didn't he have
let's
some white
get
in
it
him?
on.
Look it up, man. Google
Now
that
his
shit.
mom was white, bro.
Yeah,
his mom was
okay,
white.
in that case, I half like this shit.
Yeah, dog.
You can't.
No, everyone gets down Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, even Hitler, even a Nazi rally would
Yeah,
start.
you play Let's Get On. He's like, just
Yep.
we're cool. We'll let this song chill.
Yeah, I mean,
Quit killing people for the next 3 minutes.
Let's
right?
get it on. How about Troubled Man? Put on Troubled Man for 2 seconds for my boy to hear Troubled Man.
You ever seen
about
him
being
perform?
a black man walking through America?
You ever seen him
Listen.
perform with his shirt off on fucking whatever that was?
Who? Marvin Gaye?
Oh yeah,
sure didn't.
Oh wow, really?
Hold on. Why don't you listen to Troubled Man? God damn.
Did his dad kill himself after killing his son?
I think his dad went to jail.
God, what a piece of shit. Oh yeah, this isn't that movie American Gangster, son. Yeah, great song.
Yeah, this is like ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Oof. God damn. Oof.
Hey, type in Marvin Gaye's shirtless performance.
Dude.
You ever seen him? That
No,
shirtless
man,
performance?
I gotta
And he
see
has
it
the
now.
His style was sick.
Yes,
too.
it was sick.
Everything, man.
He was beautiful. He was beautiful. He's a giant. There are
what-
giants.
What a shame his father killed him.
Oh, I mean, it's beyond. It's like, what?
Oh, you know what? Since the new song came out called Marvin Gaye, that's why that's popping up more. Oh,
What a genius.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta.
Man, just a bunch of gay stuff popped up.
Yeah.
It's an old school performance. He's shirtless, and it is just
There he is.
There he
no, that's Luke James.
Motherfucker.
man. It's a shame we can't find it.
Hey.
Maybe I dreamt about it.
Yeah, you might have dreamt about it, bro. Take it easy, all right?
Yeah.
I like him below the belt where they just do a montage of how many times you're talking about
Anthony Joshua's
body. You beat me on that one.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Well, what can you do? Maybe it never happened. Maybe I wish it happened. Marvin Gaye's a monster. What else you got, Jen? Let's get it on.
Boston Marathon and I guess other marathons are going to allow people who are born a certain way. You know, if you're born a female, born a male, and you transition, you'll be what you are on your
That's fine.
on your thing.
Especially it's like it's long distance. That's fine because the baddest runner in the world is a woman who destroys men. So who gives
No,
a fuck?
It's not true.
Yeah, it is. The number
Marathon
one
run?
best like decathlon, like the girl who runs the farthest.
Oh, you mean that one-
Is a woman
Amelia
who's on
Bloom?
Rogan's. Who's on Rogan's show?
Yeah, she
beats
does.
the women by like 8.
She's the tough mudder, though.
8 hours.
Yeah, tough mudder. No, but marathons.
No, she's not
different.
tough mudder.
Marathons are different.
Courtney DeWalter is what you're thinking.
See what she runs. She destroys men by like hours
Yeah, it's sick.
because she's small. You know, she's smaller. She's just a little.
Yeah, but I
beast.
think with marathons, men beat women.
So this is the Moab that she won. Moab 240.
she runs all that shit though. I don't have a problem with it. Transgender competing in whatever class they want. It's running, so it's a little different.
I mean,
especially distance.
Yeah.
If it was sprinting,
Or
then you'd
wrestling.
have a bit of an issue.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. You have to. It cuts across the whole thing.
What do you mean?
If you're going to allow it in marathons, you're going to allow it in every sport. You can't pick and choose.
Yeah, you can.
You can't though.
Yeah, they're different committees. Marathon and track.
What I'm saying is that
because track and
the
field,
mentality behind it is that if you identify as a woman, you can compete in women's thing, even though you have male chromosomes and
But
male
the sanctioned
chromosomes
body of-
and a male skeletal structure, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't cross along everything. So just because they're allowing marathon to do it doesn't mean it's going to go over into Olympic track and field.
Well, it already has an Olympic track and field, and
There's a transgender female who turned into...
There is a woman who has what's called testes inside her womb. What is that called? There's where the testicles like so
Was it
some
a Russian woman.
Some women know she's African. Some women have
Gonads.
Yeah, they have gonads basically, and they have more testosterone than other women, and so it's it's almost like a hermaphrodite kind of situation.
But she looks like a woman?
She looks like a dude. She's incredible. You can bring her up. I mean, she looks like a dude, and she's crushing. It's a complicated issue, man. It's very complicated.
So, with marathon, I don't have a problem with it.
But I think if you have a wrestling, if you have powerlifting and all that, I actually don't think it's fair.
Wrestling, I
just don't think it's
marathon,
fair.
I think it's fair.
And I don't think it'd be fair in MMA, and I don't think it's fair in these things. I really don't. I think it should be a separate thing.
What else you got, Jen?
How about this? This is pretty crazy. So there's 3 former U.S. Army military guys that were hired as contract killers for an international crime boss.
Like Blackwater? Oh, no. The international crime boss hired them?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
to be hitmen.
To kill a woman for $35,000 each, but then they found out that they were going to do it, so they caught these three guys.
Holy
$35,000 each?
$35,000 each.
Former U.S. Army sniper and 2 other ex-Americans were agreed to become contract killers for an international crime boss who wanted to settle a score with a real estate agent in the Philippines.
Wow.
He thought it cheated on him on a land deal.
Jesus Christ.
And apparently there is like a secret fraternity of this
Special Forces
stuff.
guy.
So it's real. It's like a movie.
What a great movie that would be. It's former special forces guys who turned into contract killers from hitmen. I mean,
they were mercenaries to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of those Blackwater guys, if they get caught, they're obviously fighting the good fight, but if they get caught, the government doesn't.
Guy's my
recognize
age.
them.
He was working as a security chief for weapons and drug trafficker Paul LaRue when he recruited Samia and Stillwell to travel from their homes in Roxborough, North Carolina, to the Philippines for what was called ninja work.
Yeah, they were gonna.
Hunter provided firearms and silencers and told them that LaRue would pay them $35,000 a piece to get the job done. They found him.
God, that's weird. They're going to kill an innocent lady, a real estate lady, for $35,000.
Good guys, huh? For money. Cool. For $35,000. Cool. Just take a woman out. Dicks.
Wait. It says the investigator turned up a picture of Stillwell's phone of a bloody head wrapped in a towel that was taken around the time of Lee's death. Hold up, so the lady did die?
I thought she didn't.
Oh, shit. He also made being behind the wheel of the van when she was shot.
Killed her by shooting her twice in the face as she sat in the backseat of the van.
Sama 43 and Stillwell 50 did surveillance on Lee before contacting her, pretending to be potential clients, the prosecutor said. While returning from a trip to the countryside outside of Manila, Samia pulled out a .22 caliber gun and killed Lee by shooting her twice in the face as she sat in the backseat of the van. Lee's body was found in a pile of garbage on the side of the road. After being paid, her killers were ordered back to the United States, where they were arrested in 2015. Jesus. Investigation turned up a picture on Stillwell's phone of a bloody head wrapped in a towel that was taken around the time of Lee's death. He also admitted being behind the wheel. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow. That's a shame, man.
Real pieces of shit. Real sociopaths. Bad guys.
What else you got, Jim?
Bad dudes.
Did any of you guys see Ronda Rousey's performance?
No.
I didn't see it, but a lot of the Below the Belt production team, a lot of my showrunner, those guys, they're so into WrestleMania, and online the ratings have been. I guess she killed it. I guess she
supposedly did.
I guess she did
awesome.
really
Good.
well.
Yeah.
And then after that, she even did an interview going, you know what? I'm actually happy about my UFC losses because it led me to here. It's actually for the better.
Good.
So she's owning
for her,
it, man.
man.
Yeah, that's the best case scenario.
Fuck yeah.
That's her carrying Triple H.
I saw a highlight of it, and it looked
she's
like she was
strong.
doing really well.
Triple H is a big boy, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently she hit a home run. I don't know what that
for
means in the
her.
wrestling world, but apparently she hit a home
Good
run.
for her.
Yeah, good for her, man. What else you got, Jen?
Cool. So Tony Robbins had to issue an apology recently because I guess on one of his shows he was saying that the Me Too movement can sometimes be used to gain significance. Like, even though it's not necessarily like a big issue, they'll press on the person that's in trouble for doing that stuff to gain significance themselves. He said that.
He's right.
A lot of people, yeah.
And so what? He apologized for that?
He got so much
people
flack.
Apologizing.
I know.
And that's his whole huge apology.
Holy
there,
shit. It's too much to read. But
comments,
get the cliff notes of that, maybe?
As achieved, I apologize for suggesting anything other than my profound admiration for the Me Too movement. Let me say clearly, I agree with the goals of the Me Too movement and its founding message of empowerment through empathy. Okay.
That's an apology. This is always bullshit. Listen, man, you can be part of the Me Too movement and support it, but also say there's some people out there who are using this to their advantage.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's true, and it's fair.
It's so weird how people pick teams. It's the same thing how, like, if I critique anything about Khabib, people flip out. Yeah. Fuck you, you're Conor Dick Rider. Whoa. I like Khabib too, though.
Just making critical analysis.
I saw an assessment of his striking. I still like Conor. I still like Khabib. I like Tony. I like all three. It's crazy to say that. I like all three of them. I support the Me Too movement. I think some people are trying to capitalize on it to get in the media because they've been out of it so long. So, I have a story too. Well, okay, but all right, let's hear it.
Also, there's this, I don't think, my problem is I don't think Tony Robbins has a choice other than to apologize because the pressure, the backlash can be so what you're kind of doing is forcing people into this sort of category where they have to be, there could be absolutely no criticism of anything.
But a guy like Tony Robbins, I mean, I wonder where the pressure came from, because a guy of his stature to go.
Because Tony wants to be liked. That's a huge part of it. And the idea that he wouldn't be liked is very, very uncomfortable for him, I think.
That's a shame.
And also, and he's also a very public figure, and, and I'm sure his team got together and said, look, this is really bad because blah, 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 and let's just make it go away.
It was like Rogan apologizing for his comments about Khabib Saturday night. I told him, man, you don't owe people anything.
No, he doesn't.
You were doing your job.
Right.
And I said, one of the reasons you're so good is because you say exactly what everyone's thinking at home.
And he's right.
And we were all thinking that.
Yeah.
And for you to say that doesn't diminish Khabib's performance. No. But we were all thinking, God, his striking looked like shit. Okay. He's still an amazing fighter, but in what we're watching at that time, everyone's thinking the same thing. If you know fighting, everyone went, oh.
He was pulling his head back. Well, like Joe said that the first thing, like if you're boxing, a coach will say, hey.
I think what but the thing that drove people nuts, Joe went, it's amateur. But I think people make a mistake when he says amateur. It's amateur compared to
his wrestling.
No, it's amateur compared to his other
and to guys like Max Holloway and stuff like that.
It's amateur compared to the level he's fighting at.
Yes. That's fair. These are the best.
But it's also true.
It's true.
So why would you apologize?
Because people have a problem with the fucking truth. They just do.
Even if I'm Khabib, like, all right, you want to call me Conor Dick Rider, and people go, okay, he has cardio issues. You
can't tell the truth about shit.
He might.
Brennan.
No, he might.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
You can't tell the truth a lot of times. Don't tell me we live in a time when you can speak truth. You say something that's inconvenient. If there's a common narrative, if you go against the narrative, if you were to say that group of people, a lot of the problems they have are self-inflicted because of certain cultural values they hold. Holy fuck, good luck. Do that publicly, see what happens.
I know.
And if you're actually interested in solving a problem and you really care about those people, then you should be allowed to analyze very honestly what the fuck is wrong with anything.
The time you're going to need to apologize if you hurt people's feelings. All out my Eve Edwards situation, the UFC Tonight situation.
Yeah.
Hold up, I hurt someone's feelings. That wasn't my 100%. Intentions. I need to apologize.
Yes.
When you're critiquing an athlete's skills or something that you think is a chink in his armor and you're an analyst, you should not apologize.
It's being analytical.
There's a big difference.
Being an analyst. It's what analysis is. Analysis is looking at pros and cons. Analysis is looking at positive.
You can't just suck the guy off.
Analysis.
Same thing with Tom Brady. He does 99% of the time things right. But when he gets outside the pocket, he can make mistakes because he's a little chunky out there. He's not as good. His timing's not as good. So when he gets outside the pocket, goes, oh, Jesus. And you comment on Tom Brady.
Analysis is just seeing where holes are.
Yes.
And no one is fucking perfect is really what it is. What are you talking about? That because who said Khabib's not allowed to be criticized as great as he is?
His fan base.
The fuck out of here. Joe's job is to do that to an extent.
Anyway. Can't just say good things all the time. Or people go, you're too fast to get off the bandwagon. No, hold on. So they go, with Francis, you hyped him up, then you get off. Yeah, because
saw something.
I hype him up because we haven't seen a chink in his armor.
Yeah.
But then when there's a chink in his armor, you have to address
blinding
it. I'm
chink.
still a fan. I still think he's one of the best heavyweights in the world. However, if he fights a wrestler, from what I saw, he's in a lot of trouble.
Yes.
His cardio is an issue.
Yes, and you know who else might be saying that? Him and his team.
Yeah, and I'm not saying anything his team doesn't know. So there's a difference between analytical and hurting feelings.
Right.
If me saying Francis has a cardio issue and a wrestling issue hurts his feelings, that's because it's true.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. When you say, and there's a difference, when you say, such and such is ugly, or they have a big fat face, that's hurting somebody's
and
feelings.
I said that
and
at Sharon, and I regret it. I apologize.
But you
and
hear
I apologize,
Sarah Huckabee.
And I said you had AIDS, and I also apologize.
What's her name? Sarah Huckabee?
Yeah.
Like she's relentlessly criticized for her looks, and by
That's
women
mean.
on the left,
Yeah, that's mean.
on the fucking left, who are supposed to be feminists.
That's mean.
Like fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Don't say that shit about her. Criticize her for other things, but why are you making fun of her for the way she looks? I don't think that's cool at all.
Saturday Night Live does a pretty good imitation of her.
She looks.
She's a handsome lady. There's nothing wrong with that.
Whatever the case, it's mean.
Sure, she
It's
only
mean
wears
shit.
solid colors. She's a handsome
She's doing the best
lady
she can.
with
and
bangs.
She's a lot more than just her looks.
For sure.
But the left, they're really quick to make fun of her for being for looking a certain way. But you guys are into female empowerment. Okay, cool. Fuck you.
What else you got, Chin?
All right, so this has been all over the internet already, but have you guys seen this?
No.
The Sri Lankan Scott Talent. He's a martial artist that had this team throw pieces of wood at him, and he accidentally
I haven't
knocked
seen
himself
this.
out. Okay.
Please show me.
Greatest
So
shit.
what's he trying to accomplish here?
Just show. This is how you win that game show. Sri Lanka's Got Talent. So he's just
Okay.
showing his martial arts skills here, and you can just look at this.
You've seen this, Chin?
Yeah.
Ooh,
And he
full
has a
splits.
unique look too.
This is so mortifying.
Or awesome.
So it looks like clay.
That looked like it hurt. This is awesome.
Oh no.
It's so bad. He's completely out.
He's like, get off me, bro.
Oh, first of all, he's.
I love how this guy hits the eggs.
Oh, first of all, something's wrong with him to begin with.
He does another demonstration.
Looks like he hurt his.
And they're telling him to stop right now.
Looks like he hurt his.
Did he break his neck?
It looks like he hurt
No,
his.
I think that's part of his, just his spine. So they're being nice to
It's
him.
really nice.
Yeah.
Way nicer than Americans. Ooh, sweet beard, bro.
They're really nice to him because they know.
Super nice. So they're giving him props.
He's an
for
interesting looking fella.
Yes.
Does he?
Well, he's
before. Does he have like a learning? Oh, they're
So
super.
they're happy that he
nice.
got back up and kept going.
He's a black belt, so watch your fucking mouth, Callan.
මගේ verdict yes තමයි, but please be careful.
They said yes. They
So he's
passed
going to
him.
go on to the next round. Yeah.
What?
Because they just feel bad for him.
They feel bad for him.
I mean, he's not all there. And that's not cool. Also, have somebody behind him to catch him because you know he's going to do that. I mean, and his neck is a disaster. His neck is a disaster. I'm being honest. His neck is a fucking disaster. So I said it out loud, and I don't care. And that's the truth. That's not being mean. I'm being honest. He can't hear me, but I don't agree. I don't think he should be.
Disaster.
It's a disaster. He's got a fucking. It goes to the left. I'm being honest.
How did he get on stage?
He shouldn't be there. And he shouldn't be hitting things with his goddamn
Why
head.
was no one behind him just in case?
Because they are assholes. And he's obviously got a very rich dad. And they're all being paid to be there. And I promise
That's exactly what's going on. That's not a real black
And he's not all there mentally, by the way.
No, he's on the spectrum.
Oh, poor thing. All right, you know what?
else
I
you up,
love that
Jim?
they were nice to him. And God bless those people.
You bring up his Instagram?
I'm just trying to see who he is.
I could never be involved in that. I'd feel so bad.
I guess he's not.
No,
he's not really.
not because he's well. First of all, look it up. He's 4'1". He is. There he is. Yeah, things aren't good. Yeah,
It's fucking tough, man.
it's
the world is
not tough.
fair.
It's not tough. It's not tough. It is not tough. It is that he
It
shouldn't
is,
be
man.
doing this.
He should
And
not.
also,
He has
he's
no business breaking
he's
boards on America's Got
He's a
Talent.
dwarf, and he has no neck. He has a disaster neck. That's just being honest. And of course, he knocked himself out because he doesn't seem
He's
like
never
he's all
done
there.
that before, and he's trying to get bank, bro.
He has some genetic difficulty that he's
life ain't
overcome
fair.
with karate, which is awesome through a superhuman effort, no doubt. But
I'll tell you what's impressive: him leaving his arms straight and breaking those boards.
no, it's not.
Because his dad paid for those broken boards.
Yes, those boards are not real, so that's not either. But anyway, I appreciate that you're trying to be nice too, but you're not a judge, and this is the fighter.
I wouldn't have passed him.
Moving on.
I wouldn't have passed.
Of course not. I don't want him to get
They've been
hurt.
a hard
but
no.
I like those people. They're so goddamn.
Now, if
nice.
his
There
dad
he
gave him
goes.
enough cash,
there
yeah.
he goes. He just knocked himself out. There he goes. Well, there he goes.
Why does he grab
Now let me watch this again because
he grabs the table.
yeah, he grabs the table. And by the way, that thing didn't break. In fact, it broke afterwards. So he hit himself right in the goddamn, right between the eyes. Right between the eyes. So, yeah.
Just says, well, no one
Let me watch the whole.
aspiring martial
If we don't have to
artist.
record this, I need to watch the whole thing again. I want to watch the whole fucking thing again.
I'm sweating.
And the guys he's with are in shape, and they should know better.
They're being paid by his daddy.
I love how this old school karate is still in existence in places.
Sri Lanka's talent looks way better.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, they're brick. They're shitty brick things. Oh no. There you go. Look at this poor guy. The hands go up. The hands go up. They're such nice fucking people. Now look at this. Now look at this.
This is
He
terrible.
can't
No one knows
stand.
what to do.
He can't even stand. Watch this.
And he keeps going.
Motherfucker, that's hard, bro.
His neck.
You can't train. You can't buy heart, Callan. You can't.
Wait.
Master
He
Kim
just
didn't
got-
teach
he
you
just
this
got-
shit.
He just got. Oh, that didn't happen. Yeah. Stop it, son. Stop it, son. Stop it, son. He's a good
The
guy.
motherfucker does the splits and elbows.
He's a good guy.
Take it!
Yeah, it didn't work.
Dang it!
Yeah.
It doesn't break.
No, and he shouldn't be doing that. And that's going to happen.
Oh,
That's on the.
show me the highlight.
That's on the
Show me
producers.
the thing in the loop.
That's on the producers because if I was a producer, I would have said I want to make sure he doesn't get hurt, and I want to make sure he's doing what he can do.
Oh, I'm about to throw up and laugh so
Oh
hard.
my God! You do a test run.
Bless his little
Yeah.
soul.
Bless his little soul. That's incredible.
Probably
Well, I
should've
got my
slept in it.
screensaver now.
Probably should have slept in a cowboy collar as a kid. All right, let's. What else you got, Jen?
I got one more. This is a cool
Great.
story. This kid applied
Oh, I
for
love
20
this.
of the top
I saw
colleges
this.
in the world, got accepted to all of them and full rights to all of them. And the one of them was also Stanford. So
I saw when he got into Harvard. Let me see the Stanford reaction video.
He freaked.
this video sucks balls. It's just too loud and
It's
nasty.
just him and his friends wilding out, right?
So right around here,
Is he just killing on SATs and everything? Is that why?
4.6 GPA, which is ridiculous.
How about 4.0s just like whatever these days? Kids have 4 3s and 4 6s.
Yeah, because they can take extra curricular shit.
See, the audio's terrible in this.
Yeah, but after 19, should you be acting like this? Have you seen the Harvard one's even better? You seen the Harvard kid?
No.
He's around all his
That was
friends.
amazing.
And it's
That
two
was
brothers.
amazing. Yeah.
And they go nuts. Yeah, but if you got into 20, I mean, I guess he wants to go to Stanford. I'd be pretty crunk too.
Yeah.
All right, take it
Very
easy,
cool.
bro.
So he says 17-year-old
Good for him, man.
from Houston.
That's cool.
I love that shit.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Is that it, Jen?
Yeah,
let's go
that's
eat
it.
some food, buddy.
Let's go watch more videos of that kid with the fucked up neck.
Do that. Come see me this weekend at
You're
West
that
Palm
person.
Beach Improv. West Palm Beach Improv Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh, I got something for you.
Yeah.
You're going to stay at that hotel, the Hilton across the street,
Yeah.
which is the best hotel.
Yeah.
Across the street is a Restoration Hardware.
Okay.
We all like Restoration, right?
Yep.
On top of, listen closely, on
Okay.
top of Restoration is a restaurant.
Okay.
It's the best restaurant in the area.
Really?
Ridiculous food, great food, lobster roll, great coffee.
Oh, really?
Donuts, everything.
I'm all over it.
Top of Restoration
Thank
Hardware.
you. I love that. I'm excited. West Palm Beach, one of my favorite places.
Me too. I love it down there.
It's great. Then I go to Boston, Laugh Boston,
After
Thursday,
the
Friday,
next week?
April 19th, 2021.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got, and then I'm in Denver, 26, 27, 28.
You're welcome. They asked me, said, hey, is it cool if Bryan comes to Comedy Works? I'm like, let me think about it.
What?
Yes.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Thanks. Comedy Works downtown Denver. So West
Everyone
Palm
send
Beach.
Bryan good luck wishes, prayers if you believe in that thing. And the kid that broke your neck on the video, breaking the blogs, send Bryan your best wishes.
Send me
'cause
your best
hopefully
wishes.
he gets his show. We should find out by Friday
Oh,
if he
yeah.
gets his show.
My TV show.
I know. Send Bryan good wishes.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets it. And then how long before you quit this? 6 weeks in? Or
Yeah, probably 6 weeks.
That's what I'm thinking
This will
about
be my
6
last,
weeks.
Fighter and the Kid.
Be the last one after
Yeah,
the 6
because I'm going to
weeks.
put all my eggs in
And
my TV
TV?
basket. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because this is so hard to do.
yeah,
It's so
I know.
hard.
There's so much production that goes into it. Next week, Friday, Saturday, 20th, 21st, Yuck Yucks, Calgary, Canada. I'm at Yuck Yucks. All shows are almost sold out. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. And then in May, I'm in West Nyack, New York. That is on I forget now. I think the 12th and 13th. The end of the month, I'm in Houston. Tickets now, tfatk.com for Bryan and myself.
You're going to love the people that run Yuck Yucks. Angie and Scott.
Oh, what's
My
up?
peeps.
What's up, girl?
My peeps.
What's up, girl?
They're my
Scott,
peeps.
beat it, nerd. What's up, girl?
Oh, shit.
Yuckies.
Yucky.
Yucky.
Dale. We got Dale. We got Scott. We got Angie. They're going to take care of
Ooh, don't remember anyone's name at any club I ever
You'll
go
love
to.
him. You'll love him.
Yeah!
Can you give a shout out real quick? His name is Emmett Russell, the guy that built the
Emmett
clock.
Russell, thank you for the Game of Thrones
Emmett
clock. You're a
Russell.
badass. This is the Fire Kid. We're out.